Hey guys, MBSC1 again, and Trump was just banned last week, so Night March is kind of amazing, so I thought I would give you guys my current Night March list. The deck seems really promising right now, and doesn't have very many bad matchups, so check this out. Okay, to start off, we have the Pokemon, the very standard 4 Lampent. I don't think there is a Night March deck that doesn't run 4 Lampent. 4 Joltik, same idea, none of these decks don't run 4 Joltik. 4 Pumpkaboo. If you're not running 4 of each of those, you probably have an awful Night March list. 3 Mew. That's a Mew, shut up. 3 Mew is solid. Sometimes I want 4, sometimes I think it can go down to 2. I don't know. 3 seems to be like the happy medium. I don't really feel like I need more. At the same time, I like to attack with my non-EX attackers, being Pumpkaboo and Joltik, if I can. But, you know, Versatile is just a really cool ability because you can copy all the attacks and use Quaking Punch a lot, or even Grenade Hammer, because this deck does run Seismitoad, so Versatile is really cool. 2 Empoleon. This is just for consistency with Archies so that you can get it out. You really do need to get Empoleon out, ending you down to 1, or if your opponent ends you down to 1 or 2 or even 3 or even 4, and they're running item lock decks. If you don't have Empoleon, that can really mess you up and make you lose sometimes. So getting Empoleon out really early is very important with this deck. 1 Shaman, 1 Jirachi. 1 Jirachi is there so that you can get Archies. That's the whole reason Jirachi's there. If Archies wasn't in this deck, I would just run a 2nd Shaman. It also can help sometimes with getting Lysander, but it's pretty much just there for Archies. And then the last 2 Pokemon are Lileep and Seismitoad. Seismitoad is kind of obvious because you have it so that you can use Versatile with it and use Quaking Punch for 1 energy when Dimensional Valley is in play. You can also, for 2 Water Energy while Dimensional Valley is in play, you can use Grenade Hammer, so that's nice if you don't have enough Night Marches in the discard or something like that. And then the Lileep is for the ability Prehistoric Call, which is once during your turn before you attack, if this Pokemon is in your discard pile, you may put this Pokemon onto the bottom of your deck. And the way that works is, once you get down to 2 cards left in your deck or something like that, you can draw the rest of your cards, and then with Empoleon, you can use Diving Draw to draw Lileep, and then use its ability to put it back under the deck, so you never deck yourself out. So you can essentially just run off of 0 card. You can just essentially not draw your card for your turn every turn with Lileep and Empoleon. It's kind of cool, and it actually happens a lot with this deck because you get Empoleon out a lot of the time, and this deck burns through the deck so quickly that you end up needing to use it. So I think it's kind of a cool little trick that helps a lot. That's it for the Pokemon. Some people like to run Manectric. Some people like attacking weird stuff in the Pokemon line, but that's what I've got for you. 4 Dimension Valley for the stadium. Just gotta have it whenever you need it. Super consistency is very important with this deck. I think 4 is probably the good number. 3 is plausible. I mean, you could run 3, but I like just the consistency of having 4, and I think 4 is pretty good. 4 Juniper, that's your main draw support. Pretty much you want a Juniper every turn, so yeah, I gotta have 4 of those. I mean, you know, that's important. 4 Seeker, just to get back the Junipers, or the Ace in the Hole, or the Lysander. You mostly just have those so because you want them to become Junipers, so you can just keep Junipering every turn until you almost deck out. 3 Acrobike, I'd like to have 4, can't really fit 4. 3's been alright though, I think it's enough. 2 Archie's Ace in the Hole. This is nice because what you can do with Archie's when you have 2 is you can Battle Compressor 1 away so it's in your discard pile, making it so you can VerSeeker for it, and then there's 1 left in your deck so that you can use Stellar Guidance to get it, which just makes it a lot easier for you to get Archie's into play because it gives you more outs to get it whenever you need it, or whenever you can use it. And there's just 1 Lysander. 1 seems to be enough, especially with the 4 Verseeker, and then you can just Battle Compressor it away, so it's kind of like having 4 Lysander, sorta. So 1 is good. That's the support line and the stadiums. As far as the items go, they're right next to me. 4 Ultra Ball. This is just to get anything. I mean, there's a lot of Pokemon on the deck, plus you want to discard those Night Marches as fast as you can. 4 Ultra Ball Seems kind of like a no-brainer to me. One escape rope. This is just for those weird situations where your opponent Lysander's up your Empoleon or something you don't want to be active, maybe even your Seismitoad, so you can use escape rope to get it back on the bench. It's just clutch, and the effect of making your opponent switch can be helpful sometimes too. One revive. This is because sometimes when you need to knock out those big Pokemon EX like Manectric EX or Mega Manectric EX and sometimes Promo Groudon, or even something like that, you need to be able to use Revive to get your Night Marchers back, because sometimes what your opponent can do is knock out all of your Night Marchers, and then you're kind of screwed because, you know, you have nothing to attack, so you just end up using Mew for the rest of the game. So Revive is important for that. A spec of choice is Computer Search. I don't feel like I really need to explain that. It's obvious why it's the best. Super consistency, very strong. I don't know why you would run anything else. 3 Muscle Band. Muscle Band's just for that added damage. 4 isn't needed. Silver Bengal doesn't work with Mew, so Muscle Band it is. And then 4 Compressor. That's just to get your Night Marchers in your discard as fast as possible, and also getting the Empoleon line, as well as 1 Archies, and a Lysander in the discard pile. So that is all the items. Energy line, very straightforward. 3 water, 4 colorless. Water you can use with Mew to use Grenade Hammer, you can use it on Empoleon to use Attack Command, you can use it on Mew to use Attack Command. It just works as, you know, more energy. I mean, you can't really just run the 4 DC. 3 seems like a good count to me, 4 might be needed, but so far in my testing, 3 has been fine. Alright, so that's about it for the list today. Tell me in the comments what you guys want to see deck profiles of, because I can pretty much, you know, test or make anything you want. I'm coming up with kind of a weird Empoleon deck right now, so if you guys want to tell me, or want to see that, please tell me in the comments and I can show you guys the list if you want. Aside from that, thanks for watching. Like the video if you liked the video, comment if you want to tell me something else, and subscribe for more.